JOURDAIN, thank you so much for joining the LA Soul Music Festival.
Hi, thank you,
I
thank
hear
you.
You grew up with soul.
I did. I grew up in Paris, France.
So what's some of the earliest soul music that you heard that just touched you?
You know, I listened to a lot of Isley Brothers when I was a kid. I listened to a lot of Ron Isley and a lot of Jacksons. You know, mainly like my mom was a big fan of Jermaine Jackson, so we always had, you know, actually more so than Michael.
Yeah.
You know, and so I grew up a lot on those songs, and you know, obviously a lot of the stylistics and stuff from like back in the 50s and the 60s. So because of that, a lot of it influenced my music as I got older, and you know, just the influences that I have are more toward that older soul and less toward, like, you know, the older soul with like strings and real bands and everything, as opposed to stuff with like digital instruments,
yeah.
Which I'm not knocking.
No.
I'm just saying, like, for me as an artist, that's what I feel more when, you know, when they hit the falsetto and there's those strings behind that just come in. It's amazing.
Real. And that's what we're celebrating here at this festival: is real singers, real players, and real songs.
Yes.
You know, and what's amazing is we're in America, we take a lot of this music for granted,
right.
But when we see how it touches people from France to Germany, Japan to Australia, from Africa to New Zealand, it really makes us proud that
Absolutely.
This music that, you know, grows up in garages and churches and stuff here,
right.
has such a global impact.
Right. And it hits, you know, and I feel that it's the one type of music that it hits anybody around the world. You know, like I didn't grow up in America. Because I grew up in Europe. It's completely different. So the way that I view like soul music compared to somebody here is completely different. And you know, it you know, when a song comes on, everybody reacts the same. You all go, oh my God, and you just, you know, everybody starts
emotion.
Right. And it's, you know, it's amazing that music can bring everybody together, no matter what language that you actually speak.
You might not understand any of the words.
Absolutely not. Sometimes no, because, you know, but it's amazing how much it unites, and the emotion that's in music is completely universal. And that's honestly what matters, is that it's that the universalness of music. No matter what brand or genre of music it is, you know, you can be in Cold War Russia, and in Cold War Russia, you're listening to Michael Jackson, and you may not understand any of the words that he's saying, but it will hit you the same, and that's amazing. For me, that's what honestly, that's what gets me.
Well, it's so important, and as technology has made it so easier to record, easier to put your music out, there's kind of a glut, you know, but we really seek out the real. And it used to be a little easier with radio, playing a lot of these artists, but now events like this can really introduce you to new artists. You might come for Marsha and then find out about life.
That is true, but honestly, you know, because of the wave of the internet and everything, to me, I feel that it's a lot different. I feel like there's almost like a musical revolution that's happening, because you're having everything is so accessible nowadays. With the internet, you've got Spotify, Pandora, all that, and you've got an artist that you like. So whether you like John Mayer, or whether you like, I don't know, Ron Isley, Brandy Carlisle, who's in the folk country medium, you know, there's a lot of artists, right? But there's a lot of artists that get attached to that. So if you like this, you might like such and such. So because of that, a lot of artists that are just as amazing as those are, but may not have the big marketing budget or everything, but their music is just as amazing as theirs, they now get a chance to shine, you know. And you know, with the use of the internet, there's no more of this like competition thing. So your fans can be my fans, and my fans can be your fans. And that's what's amazing, because there's no propriety in music, and there shouldn't be, because music is an art, and so as an art, it should stay sacred like that, because it's going to speak to you in a different way.
Yeah. What other advice do you have to youngsters coming up? Because a lot of them in this computer age think you can click this and get that app and get to the goal line in a shortcut.
I would say, honestly, keep going, keep playing, and just keep pursuing your dream no matter what anyone tells you. And don't ever sell yourself out to something that you don't believe. If you're 100% true to yourself, you'll respect those artists.